Hey guys, this is Cholera, and I am bringing you Game 3 of Group C. And once again, I am with the excellent Peanut. And here we are going to be commentating on a game between Luxury versus Midas, between Luxury and Midas. Luxury, a Zerg player on OGN, and Midas, a Terran player on SKT1, who's often been compared to C because he does very, very well in the Pro League, but just doesn't win any Star Leagues. He's had a lot of experience, but all he's come closest to is winning a bronze in an OSL 2 years ago. Midas is 66% against Zerg, though. Very, very impressive stats for a long lifetime of games. And Luxury, 57% against Terran. He certainly pulled off some brilliant finishes, like, of course, knocking Flash out in last year's OSL Round of 8. But we'll have to see how he does and Return of the King. Can you tell us a little bit about the map and who you think he'll be biased towards?
I'm not exactly sure about what this map can do exactly. Most of the maps that I've seen, at least live, have been stuff like Andromeda, Tello, Blue Storm. But it looks like for this, since there's so many sort of winding pathways on this map, that it might be hard for the Zerg player to really surround and outflank whatever player he comes up against. So it might be balanced. It might be biased towards Midas in this game, but again, we're not sure. And as far as Luxury games go, I caught the end of Luxury versus Much at the tail end of the WCG 2008 qualifiers, and that was an epic game. So I'm kind of a Luxury fan.
Oh yeah. I am a Luxury fan too, and Luxury is going for that 9 pool, and he also got that 10th drone, so not going for a speedling rush, a little bit like July Zerg in the first game actually, same build opening. And I think Luxury is going to try to do this because I'm going to sense that I'm sensing that he thinks this is more of a Terran favorite map, so it definitely favors him to try for something, for a quicker rush, try to end it before the Terran can get their large medic marine armies across the center of the map. And luckily though for Midas, there is that rather easily to defend ramp, but he doesn't have that supply depot there, so he's going to need SCVs. He's going to need a scout correctly, of course. That's the main thing. And only now is he bringing the scout in. He's gotten the first scout in the wrong location. He has brought a second scout, though, in the middle of the map, so he probably will be able to get to there in time to be able to put SCVs on his ramp.
Oh, well, that's interesting. That girl has a 1001 note that I guess was probably signed by her favorite player. I've never seen that before. I've seen mice, and I've seen mouse pads, and I've seen banners and stuff signed before, but never money. So that's kind of cool.
You mean by who? My favorite player?
No, I mean, in Korea, there were the fans would ask their favorite players after the games to sign various things, and that girl was holding up a sign with the 1001 note, which had obviously been signed by someone. So she probably either Luxury or Midas. So she was probably holding it up, being like, "Hey, do you remember me? You're the one who's I was the one who asked you to sign my 1001 note."
Yeah, she's basically saying like you are just totally money. Maybe that phrase translates. Probably doesn't.
Yep. I don't know. Maybe she's saying that. But yeah, I mean, Luxury's a great guy, and I mean, I haven't had the chance to meet him face to face, but he seems like a really cool guy. I like the way he dresses too, and I think personally, in terms of the attractiveness matchup between him and Midas, he definitely wins.
And he does have a twin brother there, an identical twin brother. So could lead to some possibility, but no, I'm just kidding. Anyway, Zergling's out for Luxury. He's doing a nice dance here. What he's doing is trying to prevent Midas from picking up his natural on time, but looks like Midas is going to have enough Marines to push back those Zerglings, and he is going to pick up his natural. Luxury is still, oh actually no, he has gotten a third hatchery inside of his base, but still it's going to be 2 bases versus 2 bases, and Luxury has not done enough damage, I think, with his 9 pool to really justify the 9 pool. He didn't get anywhere, he didn't take off any units yet even of Midas's, so I'd say he's going to be a little bit behind here in this game.
Yeah, I mean, we have a sunken colony going up, and we have some Zerglings running across the map here. But I agree that it wasn't all that impressive of a first sort of move in to try to take out some of Midas's units, or even as much of a harass or anything. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe this won't set him back too much. Maybe he'll be able to come back. But as it is, yeah, it was a little bit disappointing at first.
Yeah, I would say so. Maybe he figured that he could catch Midas by surprise, but Midas was smart enough to send two scouting SCVs, which really helped him because he managed to see the Zerglings as they were running diagonally across the map, and that's what allowed him to get those SCVs on the ramp in time. Now we're seeing the lair about finished, and Luxury probably is going to start with Mulisks because this map probably doesn't favor lurkers too much, but who knows. Luxury has been going for lurkers. He did that against geez, a Terran player that I casted, I forget the name, but did it spectacularly. And oh, just as I say that, once again the Cholera build strikes again. Actually, I'm not going to take credit for this because Luxury did build a third hatchery first, so to be properly my build, it's only 2 hatcheries, so I bet Luxury just hasn't been paying attention to my videos too much. It's his fault.
Yeah, I maybe when I go back to Korea or something, I'll tell him, you know, you should probably pay more attention to Cholera's videos. You could probably pick up some good tricks.
Yeah. And now we're seeing the once again the lurker rush is going to be interesting on this map. I think the choke is much narrower, and those ramps are certainly not easy for the lurkers to go up and down with. So I think Midas is going to have much more luck perhaps than what's his name, Light did last game.
Yeah, I think on this map I would personally go more with Mutalisks, just because Mutalisks have the advantage of being so agile, and you know, really being able to maneuver around fairly quickly. But again, we'll see what happens. Haven't seen any Mutalisks pop out yet, but maybe they'll be coming out soon.
Yeah, and now Midas putting some pressure in. Once again, he's going for that timing attack. Now lurkers are good against one thing, and that is the timing attack. In fact, they're quite good. In general, by the time the timing attack comes in, you should have your first lurkers coming in. But now Midas actually knows this is coming, and actually Luxury, no, I'm wrong about this. Unlike GG Play, he doesn't have those lurkers morphing yet. He has those 2 sunken colonies, and he has fewer Zerglings, so this could be devastating.
Oh, but just just as you say that, those Hydralisks start morphing into lurkers. So maybe that was a little bit of prescience on your part. But I don't know if the lurkers are really going to be out in time to do much here. Although it doesn't seem like the medic and marine forces is really keeping up with the pressure right now. Maybe because there's such a large group of Zerglings there and wait.
Yeah, I think Midas might be a little bit smarter than Light was last game and charging in suicidally against the sunken colonies. And we're seeing him actually kind of run in and out. Interesting enough, that pathway south of where those Marines are can lead to a reach around to the back of the Zerg base. But yeah, as we see here, that's the second passage. There is another ramp that will lead towards the Zerg base, and it looks like Midas is actually going for it, and here he is. He's gonna be intercepted though by more lurkers from Luxury. Just look at that anticipation by Luxury. Absolutely beautiful troop movement here from both players.
Yeah, definitely. That was a really good call by Luxury, really bringing his Zerglings around and sort of anticipating where the medic and Marines were going to go. So here we have the Zerglings coming out again. It's really interesting to me that both of them are sort of green colored. So we don't have quite the color contrast of the last game. But I mean, hey, they're different races, so it's not like it should be hard. But yeah, so we have the Zerglings running away a little bit here from the medic and marine. The medic and marine push. Maybe Luxury is trying to find a better place for them to sort of to sneak around again and anticipate those movements.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely looking for a chance, just like you said, to anticipate the movements and maybe catch a flank or catch what's his name? I'm sorry. Catch Midas with his front door exposed, and he'd be able to run in those like 20 Zerglings and just cause devastation inside the main base, allow economic damage. Meanwhile, though, we have seen the Mech Marine group bunch up now in front of Midas's base, and that's going to be a lot of good defense against his lurker force. Here comes the lurkers, though, moving in. Oh, looks like Midas, good dodge there, but oh man, if Luxury can get those lurkers in between that main force and the main base, it could be absolutely disastrous for Midas here.
Yeah, I really think I underestimated Luxury's micro of his lurkers, because those lurkers are doing an excellent job, especially coming in from especially since you had the two groups of lurkers coming in from sort of the sides here, and now we have a huge battle going on. We have the lurkers against the bunkers and the siege tanks here, and the poor lurkers are sort of getting creamed because Midas had his ComSat station going.
Yeah, he had those bunkers in front and the siege tank in back, and actually I think that was a little bit premature by Luxury. Luxury's in big trouble now. He sacrificed at least 12 lurkers there in that attempt to end the game really quickly there, and Midas didn't even lose any of his medic marines in the back there. You know, that's what you know, basically if you're going to go for the lurker rush, you have to be a little bit faster than that, because once the Terran knows it's coming, he can put up those bunkers and really defend quite well against just lurkers and lings without any other support. But now we are going to see Luxury trying to make up for this with his new expansion. It's going to be tough though, because Midas is soon going to have enough forces with that science vessel out to put a lot of pressure on Luxury, and now its game has definitely swung. Look at the food count, 44 versus 84 here. Ouch.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it was not a very good call on Luxury's part to give up sort of the strength of his maneuverability and to sort of rush in with his lurkers against the Terran static defense. And of course, the Terran static defense is one of the great things about being Terran. You can have the bunkers, you can have your siege tank siege behind them, and then just wait until doomsday for something to come and attack you, unless it's air. But yeah, I a little disappointed in Luxury here, but we'll see if he can make up for it.
Yeah. Now the more forces streaming towards that natural expansion of Luxury's, and Luxury is almost completely unprepared. He's got a couple of lurkers, he's got 8 lurkers morphing in, so if those come in on time, he'll be able to save himself, but they need to come in, and that one science vessel is just going to be so annoying. It's going to be the thorn in his side. Well, no, last game was GG who had the Scourge. This time Luxury does not have Scourge. Completely different situation. Without the Scourge, those science vessels are going to be invulnerable here, pretty much, and they're going to be able to just sight for those tanks. This is not looking good for Luxury. He's going to get sieged in, hemmed in, and he has that one force there, though, but oh, unfortunately for him, Midas has spotted it with his second science vessel, so maybe he was thinking about doing some stop lurkers, catching those medic marines in transit. Oh, here comes a charge out. I don't think this is going to work.
No, this is not going to work. Oh, Luxury, I think Luxury has really sort of given up this game, and there's the GG. He really lost his advantage with his lurkers in that big lurker rush where all of them kind of got killed. And yeah, as you said, he didn't have the Scourge or the Mutilus or anything for air support against those science vessels. So he was really kind of caught with his pants down.
Yeah, I mean, just interesting to compare these two games we just casted. Almost mirror situations, but very different endings there. And even the defense matrix Marine, you saw that again at the very end here. I think Midas defense matrix the Marine a lot better than Light did last game. Was actually like in the position where it would catch the lurker fire and draw it away from the main group of medic Marines I was trying to save.
Yeah, it's just very unfortunate. Oh my goodness, look at Midas there. He's just smiling. He's definitely feeling pumped after winning that intense game against Luxury. And there he's doing his autograph thing and getting pictures taken of him. It's really good winning these games. You get attention, you get the adulation. It's really nice.
I think also part of the reason why he's smiling is because he's made it out of his group. Almost certainly, he's 2-0 in his group, and that generally means you're going to make it out. He might have to play one more game, I think, if there's. Well, actually, I'm sorry. I said 4 games yesterday. I think there's 6 games in the group of 16, but in each group in the round 16. But regardless, 2-0 is in a great position for Midas. Luxury's 1-1 right now, so he's still in the group. But certainly Midas looks like he's going to get a chance to finally get himself high up in a Star League tournament, maybe take one down. Anyway, we're going to see Game 3 of Group D coming up very soon. And hope you guys have enjoyed this commentary. Stay tuned for Stork versus Fantasy.
Absolutely. Stay tuned, everybody.